Nasser Mashni is the president of the Australia Palestine Advocacy Network, and he joins us live from Sydney now. Nasser, thank you so much for coming on the News Hour. What do you think this situation in Hungary, what does it signify in terms of the broader context of international accountability here? After all, this is Netanyahu's second trip abroad.
Well, what we're seeing is a complete breakdown in international rules-based order. Everything that the West has espoused about democracy and humanitarian law, we've seen a total breakdown. The hypocrisy of the West's response to the Russian occupation and invasion of Ukraine, and what has happened with respect to Palestine and Israel's invasion. It's beyond shameful, in fact. As I understand it, one of the tenets of being a member of the EU is being a signatory and participating in the ICJ. Viktor Orban is an anti-Semite. In the past two elections, has run billboard campaigns talking about a context of anti-Semitic theory of control of the media, of us reclaiming our country. And this is where Israel's friends are now, with known anti-Semites, with Viktor Orban and Hungary. And it's exactly where Israel belongs, in the far right reaches of the world, because Israel is a far right extremist racist nation, and that's where its friends are going to be.
Bit strange though that Israel is teaming up then with countries that you're saying don't like Jews.
Indeed. Well, it's actually natural for it to be there, because Zionism, as it's manifested itself, is an ethno-religious nationalist ideology that is racist. And it's going to team up with other racists. Many racists see themselves in Israel. They see what Israel's doing and saying, we should be doing that as well. And if you have a look at, its greatest friends today in the United States, whether it's President Trump or Elon Musk, who enthusiastically welcomed the crowd, and the Anti-Defamation League in America, an organization that is quote-unquote famed for its work in the anti-Semitism space, forgave Elon Musk doing a Zig Heil and explained it away as somebody with autism being very exuberant. And he was saying, my heart is with you, my heart is with you. But for all of us that know a man who campaigned in the German elections for the AfD, for the far-right extremist party, a guy who talks about white replacement theory, that it's natural for Israel to find its friends with those people, with racists, with Nazis. And because the way Israel is manifesting itself as the settler colonial Zionist project it is today, it bears all the hallmarks of every racist ideology we've ever seen, from apartheid South Africa to Nazi Germany, through to the ruling junta in Myanmar, and everywhere else where we've seen this ethno-national religious ideology having control over the land.
Nevertheless, an extraordinary alliance, if you put it like that. How, though, should the international community, and Europe in particular, respond when a leader under investigations for war crimes is openly welcomed by an EU member state?
Well, the right thing to do is for the EU to expel Hungary, to uphold its responsibilities to international law, to the International Court of Justice, to the Rome Statute that was put in play. But remember, this happened after the crime of crimes. Don't worry about all the settler colonial crimes where brown people and black people were killed, but the crime of crimes, the Holocaust, that this would never happen again. Never again meant for everyone, not just for Jewish people, for everyone. The right thing to do for the EU is to expel Hungary and to recommit to the ICJ and recommit to arresting this war criminal if he steps foot on a country that is a signatory to the ICJ and the Rome Statute.
Okay, Nasser Mashni from Sydney, thank you so much for joining us on the News Hour.